Hey guys, it's Kermie here with another video. This time we'll be covering my Syndicate of Outcasted commentators comrades, Snake, Chirp, Master Revere, and Sirius, who are covering 6760's co-op with Mr. Flippy and Bitter on the Only Black Girl. Whew. Now that I can breathe again, let's get this started.
Hey guys, I'm now in S.O.C.
Ha! I was here first!
Chirprax, Master Viewer, welcome to southwestern Palestine!
Why are we in Palestine?
Benghazi wasn't renting.
Uh-huh. So what do we do here now?
I'm here too, you know.
Hey Justin, I thought you died.
Who wants to do a commentary on these scrubs who aren't very good at talking about Black Lives Matter?
Sign me the fuck up!
If I was anyone else, I'd make a CinemaSins gag with the flaws of this video, but since I have neither the motivation or the talent to pull it off, let's just go down the list of issues within the first 25 seconds, shall we? A. The acting is god-awful. B. So is the audio balancing. And C. The dialogue is pretty unnatural. And D. Why the hell did you all take my grape-flavored gum, you absolute assholes?
Hello everyone, this is 6760 doing another co-op commentary.
Oh hey 60, thanks for the introduction. Because not a single member of this foursome could be bothered to introduce us to the targets in the slightest. Bit of an introduction to her in the context of the degrees involved would have been a bit nice instead of just, you know, jumping into the video like this, guys.
I'm a little nervous because the last time I did one of these was poorly received. The topic my guest and I will be talking is controversial, or at least it somewhat was, and that special guest is none other than...
Me! Yes, it's me, Mr. Flippy Rarison 82 here.
Excuse me, Flippy, could you slow down a bit? I don't think your username is Mr. Flippity Flap 782.
Also, the way Flippy was introduced in this video really bugs me, but the delay before he chimes in and how you stretch out your "then" a bit longer than necessary just makes it all more jarring. And you'll see how this is a problem later on since these two have zero chemistry. Seriously, Bella and Jacob from Twilight work better together than these two.
My main gripes here are with Chirp's points, but first of all, might just be me, but I didn't notice that much of a delay. Like 1 or 2 seconds at most. But that and 60 having that drawn out effect seems to have been more for dramatic effect. That aside, there's an elephant in the room that I'll touch up on more later, but when it comes to zero chemistry, the four of you are really going to push the hypocrisy doesn't make you wrong thing really far, I can tell.
Can I just say that Flippy isn't exactly the best person to work with regarding civil rights? I mean, I'd hate to burn up old drama here, but the guy's claim to fame was a video where he says girls deserve to get raped. And while he has retracted that video, he's left no indication that he's any better at dealing with serious topics, as evidenced by your co-op.
I hate to bring up old drama, but let me just pull up old drama to discredit Flippy right off the bat. Okay, legit 2 things. First of all, while that may have happened in the past, that was then. This is sometime after that, I'm assuming. Because that kind of reminds me, you don't post anything in regards to said video you mentioned. Whether it's a screen cap, a clip, the video's links in the description, like anything to prove he did this and how long ago he did it. You know, just so we know what you're talking about, because from what we can see, this could possibly be really old news from like 2 or 3 years ago. We simply don't at this point, because you didn't bother showing anything. Thanks, fam.
Clip shows playing. Still playing. Still playing.
I have to ask the question that every...
How long does this clip show last?
2 minutes.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Huh. Where have I seen this before?
Intro's playing. Still playing. Still playing. Still playing. How long is Meta's intro?
30 seconds.
Oh. Why did you feel the need to word for word copy their segment for this point? It would have been fine on its own, but I guess to beat Bop, you first must become Bop. I guess.
Success!
me play Nostradamus for a minute here. You and Flippy are gonna spend close to 11 minutes whining and pissing about how shifting the spotlight to police brutality against unarmed black people is somehow oppressive and reverse racist towards white people.
You know, something tells me you're gonna be 100% right. And we barely even started.
Oh, this seems fun. Let me try playing Nostradamus too. You four are going to try and fail to work together to deliver a counter-argument to an honestly really flawed video?
You know, I really just wanted to touch on this topic of all lives matter, because there's two things that really bother me about this. Number one is the fact that you just sound stupid. You really do. All lives matter. What is it that bothers you about people saying Black Lives Matter? And you just have to run in here and say, no, they don't. All lives matter. Fuck the black people. Excuse me, but all lives matter.
The reason people are saying this is to draw a more peaceful approach to this whole minority killing scene. Sure, black lives are the ones that are in the most danger, but it doesn't mean we need to discard the safety of other lives, like the police officers.
Does that really change how the phrase all lives matter is just a reactionary term to derail a conversation about black lives? Here's a hint. The answer is the opposite of yes.
Well, maybe so, but you know, there's one thing that irks me here that not a single one of you in this entire chain picked up on. All lives matter is not just about race. With this term, it's not just white people have to be considered too, you guys. No, gay people, Asian people, men, women, aliens. All lives matter has the overall message that we're all important regardless of race or whatever other distinction you can think of. So yes, it does derail conversations about Black Lives Matter, but considering how toxic Black Lives Matter has gotten and the positive message of all lives matter, it's not exactly a bad thing like you're making it out to be. Personally, I'd rather focus on making everyone's lives matter rather than excluding white and Asian people because black people all of a sudden should take priority.
To add on to Justin's point, saying all lives matter in response to Black Lives Matter is as ignorant and disrespectful as saying, what about men's rights, to a discussion about women's rights. Hell, let me take this a step further. Would you go to a breast cancer ward and tell the patients, what about other cancers? If you answered yes, go fuck yourself.
The fuck? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
First of all, yes, we know that all lives matter. Obviously, we fucking know that all lives matter. Clearly, right now, there's a particular group of people whose lives don't really seem to matter to y'all. That is why we are talking about Black Lives Matter. All lives.
Then why do some people shit-face other people who criticize BLM, like getting suspended and re-educated, or sending death threats to people like this 16-year-old Trump supporter?
Because, believe it or not, those incidents are in the minority. Not to mention, the first article you shown told the story of someone simply criticizing Black Lives Matter. This in no way gives full detail of the actual situation, and for all we know, the student could very well be spouting racism under the guise of criticism. It's usually a good idea to check where you're getting your information from.
So, Mas, can I see the screenshots you guys have that prove these cases are in the minority? Huh? You ain't got none? Well. Oh, by the way, since she's using screenshots for her point here, I'd say yes, she did in fact check where she got this information from.
Matter is like, well, seeing your neighbor's house burning down and you being like, that's cute, but I have a house over here. I mean, it's not burning, and it's like in perfect working condition, like absolutely there's nothing wrong with it, but I just want you to know that I exist, I'm over here. So maybe you should come pay attention to me and leave that house that's actually burning to the ground, and there's like a family of 5 people burning inside of it. Yeah, don't worry about them, come talk to me, listen to me, yes, me, right here. I'm perfect, I mean, there's no emergency at all, I'm totally fine, have food, water, a perfectly fine house if it's not on fire, but fuck them bitches, and they're burning that house because I'm more important. It's literally what you sound like, you sound fucking stupid.
The way you're describing the burning analogy, just replace the phrase burning houses with black oppression. Looking pretty hypocritical right now, aren't you?
Yeah, that'd be nice if you hadn't sped up the context to near incomprehensibility. Also, no, dumb fuck, that's not how hypocrisy works. Hypocrisy would be if she told you to protest police brutality yet supported it in another video. What she was doing was making reactionaries sound like idiots with their all lives matter retort. To top it all off, you don't even explain your point. You just call her a hypocrite and leave it at that.
Hey guys, you know how you're bothered by this little issue? Could you have, I don't know, just as a suggestion, fix this by putting in the Only Black Girl's original footage in here instead? Just because you're suffering from the sped up footage doesn't mean that we, the viewers, should. Also, your example of hypocrisy falls flat given the details. If someone is telling you to protest police brutality in one video and then tells you not to do so in another video, that's not really hypocrisy. Someone telling you to not protest police brutality as they're protesting police brutality is hypocrisy.
Going by your logic, we should only be talking about Black Lives Matter. What about modern slavery in countries like the Congo and Uzbekistan, or the Falun Gong practitioners getting persecuted at pawns by the government and then killed for their organs in China? I don't see you making videos about those issues, do I, honey?
Just because this particular user doesn't make videos about that doesn't mean no BML activist does. Other people in movements exist. I could easily say every social justice warrior is like Gazai Kodzoro or Trigglypuff. But I'd be wrong since I happen to be in the presence of Snake, who isn't like those two.
So a little birdie told me a little bit of information. This script and all of its points were written by one person. Gee, I wonder who that could possibly have been.
Top of that, just because A is more oppressed than B doesn't mean B isn't oppressed. Unarmed black people being killed on the street by racist cops and just white supremacists in general is certainly an issue worth talking about here, since it's a very real problem that exists in our society.
The 2017 Chicago torture incident wants a word. Yeah, the whole one's more oppressed than the other, so the other is not oppressed stuff is bullshit, and we all know it. I'm basically skipping to the final thoughts in the outro skit, as all the points share the same flaws as we covered before, and seeing as how we're not learning a second language, I'm not going to put you guys through that repetition.
I'll go first since my thoughts are short. Look, guys, I can see you guys having good intentions, but, well, with bad results. Sure, both white and black people have done horrible things in the past, but just saying X did Y so your point is invalid does not make your point mute. Outside of that, I swear, 60, you know how you said that this isn't one of the worst videos you've seen? Yet, what about the whole going to the demon thing? Granted, it was probably a joke, but still. Also, Flippy, show some bloody emotion.
Yes, Mast, it was a goddamn joke. Unless 60 suddenly thinks she could really turn into a demon and murder someone, in which case a straitjacket would be called for. Let's not treat our audience like morons. Also... Please, for the love of God, show emotion before telling someone to show emotion.
It's almost shocking how much you two went out of your way to not know what the hell you're talking about. I've come across some bad reactionary videos in my time, but I'm not even exaggerating when I say that this is one of the worst I've ever seen. Pretty much all of this video can be summed up as this. But what about what happened to me? Seriously, I've never seen so much white tears being released in such a short time span. My advice to you both is to not touch political issues with 3 pairs of surgical gloves for a long, long time, cause you're clearly not good at it.
Huh. Funny. Seems everyone's thinking the same thing for this group of people right now.
60. When it comes to co-ops, it's always best to have chemistry between the two of you because it can make or break the video, and the same can be applied to you, Flippy. This may be the first video/co-op that you have done, but don't feel discouraged since working together with a partner or on a team takes time and effort. Therefore, don't feel discouraged, and just take this as a learning experience.
So, while you're not wrong, fam, this group had no chemistry either. Hell, actually, I would say given how unlike you four, they probably divided the work 50-50, or somewhere around that, instead of having one guy script the entire comm, they probably had more of it than you guys.
Why is it that you can't accept that random acts of violence done by people who say they are linked with BML does not mean that it is BML's fault? Their message is correct, and it doesn't matter that all lives matter. This isn't a peace mission for everybody. This is a group that wants equal rights for a race that is oppressed and murdered to this day. Why the hell is that hard for idiots like you to understand?
Fuck the white people and the Asians. Black people are the superior race. Are you happy I said that now? Legit, fam, can we stop pretending focusing on black people and no one else isn't a stupid idea? The amount of respect you're treated with should not relate to your skin color, and I'm sorry, but saying otherwise makes you sound like an entitled twat. And now it's time for our final thoughts, because dear lord, where do we begin? Well, first of all, I did in fact contact cancer from somewhere in this video, so you lied to me. Secondly, seeing as how every point was written by Snake, I have to ask, especially in the case of Chirp and Mask. Why was this a quad-up? Legit, there was no chemistry between either of you, and frankly, only Snake seemed to know what he was actually talking about. Somewhat. TLDR, this probably would have been better if this was a solo comm of just yourself, Snake. It's confusing to me that you didn't point out any of the flaws that actually bogged down the videos 16 and Flippy made, including their audio issues and other points that you could have debunked, because frankly, their video in question wasn't too good either, but not for the reasons you were given. Well, this has been Kurumi Toa, and fuck humanity. I'm just gonna find where that crab from the Smack My Bitch Up cover lives, and I'm just gonna spend my days in a relationship with a goddamn album cover crab. See ya!